Madagascar is one of the most exciting places on the entire planet. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, about the size of France, and is 300 miles off the coast of eastern Africa. The most fascinating part of Madagascar is its biodiversity. For an island, its biodiversity is surprisingly high, and over 80% of the organisms there can only be found in Madagascar. To understand this unique biodiversity, we must first look at the island's origins. To look at Madagascar's creation, you must first learn about the ancient continents and their movement throughout history. We begin about 170 million years ago, during the Jurassic period. At this point, Madagascar was in the middle of the current supercontinent, Gondwana. As Gondwana began to break up, Madagascar was connected to the Indian subcontinent, after which India broke away and collided with Eurasia, creating the Himalayas. Madagascar was then isolated for millions of years, and species already there began to diversify in isolation. After this, it is a mystery to scientists as species began to arrive on the island without being able to fly or swim. To first discuss this lemur mystery, we must first cover vicariance and dispersal. These are two examples of speciation. This is the process where new species are formed. Vicariance is when a part of a population is isolated, and this isolated population becomes a new species in an already existing range of the old species. Dispersal is when a population is isolated by traveling to a new range and evolving into a new species. This is important in Madagascar's biodiversity, as both of these processes have taken place on the island. For example, the dispersal of ostriches and other ratites is an example of vicariance, as the fossil record has shown that the distinct elephant bird once lived in Madagascar but was on the island before its separation from Gondwana. The lemur's existence in Madagascar is an example of dispersal, as the fossil record shows that lemurs diverged from early primates after the separation of Gondwana. Therefore, lemurs had to find a way to arrive on Madagascar after Madagascar was in the Indian Ocean for millions of years. This stumps many scientists, and the best possible theory we have at the moment is that they rafted when Madagascar got too close to eastern Africa. The evidence of this is that the closest relatives of lemurs are bush babies and lorises, and they are found on the African continent. The process of speciation is super important to the understanding of biogeography, as this is how humans can distinguish when a species has diversified and evolution has taken place. To understand the difference between vicariance and dispersal is crucial, as it is an effective way to know the time period of when a certain species lived and what the species was before the present. And after knowing what and when, scientists can start asking why. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video and will be ready for our next video next week.